This is a 1963 Austin Healey BJ7 Works Rally tribute car. The Austin Healey Works cars were all built by the competition department and were intended for competition in the extremely rugged European rallies of the day. There were some things that became iconic to the cars. They were all red with white hardtops, red and white being the factory racing colors. White hardtops were fitted on all of the rally cars after about 1961. And the intention was really a number of things. One, they thought it made it a little more aerodynamic than the soft top. It's a little lighter, and light is good in racing cars. They included the vents, and the vents allowed some semblance of ventilation for the rally drivers and navigators during some of the extremely hot and rugged conditions they were in. Up front we have a carburetor access panel to allow easier access to the carburetors, and down here we're looking at a modified grill.
The Works Rally Grill has air scoops, 2 oil cooler intakes, 7-inch Lucas driving lights with mesh stone guards, Union Jack front fender emblems.
No bumpers whenever they could run them if the rules allowed. In some rallies they had to run bumpers, but they preferred not to. On the side we see the extra vents, and the extra vents were on all of the rally cars after about 1961, but they were never available to the consumer. So if you see those, that was a rally only. Out back we have a 2-tire trunk. There's a blister on the back, a bump, and that's intended to allow 2 tires. Many times they would be out on these grueling mountain roads and have to deal with flat tires, and it was considered requirement for multiple tires. They could easily go through 2 tires in a rally. So all of that makes up a rally tribute car, or more accurately a rally car, but this is a tribute to those iconic cars. Now let's take a drive. That's a lot more fun than just talking about it, right? What you're looking at is an Austin Healey engine, 6-cylinder, 3-liter, with some modifications. It has a BJ7 camshaft, which is a later camshaft, and it has fuel injection. Now, while this looks very stock and everything was done to hide all of the technical upgrades, what we have is 6 injectors, 2 under each of these 1-inch aluminum blocks. So we have 6 injectors feeding it. The carburetors are just providing air intakes. They're gutted essentially with air intakes. The injection system is a full complement of sensors. It's got O2 sensors, throttle position sensor, map sensor. The voltage regulator, the old voltage regulator, was gutted, and the map sensor hides in there. And it's got oil pressure sensor, water temperature sensor. So the ECU, the electronic control unit, knows everything that's going on in the engine, and it takes the appropriate action to fire the injectors to meet the needs of the engine. The distributor is a GM distributor which has been machined to fit, and it's plug compatible with ECU. So the beauty of it is you have a GM thought process handling all of the mapping, and it was remapped then for a Austin Healey 3-liter 6-cylinder. Apart from that, all of the pieces that would have been metal are stainless steel, some aluminum polish, basically just aluminum and stainless steel to upgrade the visuals. The only other modification that is pertinent under the hood here is that there is a air conditioning compressor. The car has air conditioning, and actually the fabrication for the air conditioning was a little more challenging than the fuel injection. Fuel injection was much more difficult from a technical standpoint, but packaging of the air conditioning in such a fashion that it wasn't readily noticeable when you open the hood was actually a bit more challenging. We have aluminum radiator, full shrouding, and a header system which is a combination of Kirk, Burns pieces, collectors, and Max Innovation fabrication. So it looks like a works header system, but in fact it is much more technically current in how it exhausts your fuels. So there you have it, a 6-cylinder 3-liter Healey, which has been upgraded with all the technical innovations that you would find on a modern car, and the engine seems to love it.
Leather rally seats, roll bar mounted 3-point seat belts, auxiliary gauges mounted on a center pod with an AC outlet. The Regard leather seats have inflatable Recaro lumbar supports, Darrington wood steering wheel, 5-speed transmission, aluminum pedals including a daddle pedal, leather baggage straps on Wilton wool carpet over a custom electrical compartment containing 30 fuse circuits, 10 relays, radio, amp, ECU, fan controller, all wrapped in a Beautiful Works rally kit.
Well, there you have it. Beautiful day here in Colorado for a drive in a 1963 Austin Healey 3000 Mark II BJ7. Hope you enjoyed it.